All right, Pittsburgh Sports Now, Zach Weiss here at Media Day. They're veterans of this Media Day thing at this point. Meg McConnell to my left, Dan Burt to my right. Just overall, what was the experience like? It maybe felt a little bit like speed dating, but just what was it like kind of going through thing by thing and just enjoying the day as a whole?
Yeah, extremely thankful. It's my last one, so I was just taking it all in. And I don't know, I'm just excited to get back to work with my team.
A-10 put on a very first-class media day today. A lot of different stations, new people that we hadn't seen before, some new activities that we hadn't had before. But I think for the promotion of the league and the promotion of Duquesne women's basketball, it's been a very, very good day.
How exciting is it to talk about the team knowing you can't really talk about the team?
It's so hard.
It's kind of like Fight Club. You remember the movie Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club unless you're in Fight Club. It's kind of similar to that. And so we haven't been pushed too much, but we're definitely trying to keep under wraps how we're going to play this upcoming season, and I think that we accomplished that.
We did a good job, yeah.
Well, within the principles, I hinted at asking this part of the question during the press conference, but just what's it been like realizing the pieces you have to make the decision that you did?
Well, I think that people are going to see that we don't have the size that we have traditionally had, but that we're a very aggressive, competitive team that has great speed. And so, the roster that we have, and this is what my staff has said repeatedly since the summer, is this roster fits exactly the way that we need to play this season on both sides of the ball, and I agree 100%.
How is it like making that realization year to year, not necessarily getting married to a main tenant, just making a main tenant yours to make it through that season?
I think it's more that when this past season ended with our loss in Richmond to Richmond, that we were kind of entering a new chapter. We were graduating 5,000 points, and we'd had some really awesome human beings on our team. But it was time to do some different things, and we were able to frankly secure a new contract, and we knew that I was going to be here long term at Duquesne and finish my career here, and we were going to play the way that I've always wanted to play, and so we were going to build a roster around that, and we've done that, and we're really excited about the direction that we're going for this upcoming season. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Meg, for you, we've talked so much about leadership. How has this group pushed you to be a better leader this season?
Yeah, a lot of new faces on our team this year, and just getting to know everyone, strengths and weaknesses. I think we all complement each other really well, but when we get on the court, we go at it and we make each other better every single day, and I think that's so important. And a championship team, that's what you need. So,
Dan, how has this group made you a better coach?
Very simply, I've been using the two words all day. Relentless joy is it's an organic thing that happened from the beginning of the summer. Just talking about us being relentless on both sides of the ball, and then the joy that the players have had playing with one another and how they're competing really has kind of made the mantra relentless joy something that just keeps getting repeated, not just by me, but many people within our program. So how they made me a better coach. John Gordon, who wrote The Energy Bus, very famous author, talked about the future of coaching is healing, and I don't think we have many kids that we need to heal or anything like that, but we need to have a collaborative approach to coaching, and we need to understand that in the days of name, image, and likeness and all of these kind of things, that we don't want to be transactional, we want to be transformational, and so we really lean into the experience that players have from an educational standpoint. We lean into who they are as human beings, and when you have those kind of dealings with your players, they're going to build trust and love, and they're going to run through a wall for you. And so that really comes down and comes back to the two words I use, relentless joy. And so we're really excited about what this year brings. You're going to want to come and watch us.
Meg, obviously the freshmen have also raised the level. You have Mac, you have Faith, somebody named Kelly McConnell. If you can go over the freshman class and just how they've pushed you and the returners just to be a better product on and off the court.
This freshman class really surprised me. this is probably the best freshman class we've had in a while. They're a very talented group. They work extremely hard, and they play so hard. And I just love that because I want to be out on the court with people who play just as hard as I do. And that freshman class really brings it every day. And so they make all of us better, not even just me.
I'd want to add to that, Zach. I've coached Division I for 28 years. There's never been a freshman class that I've been a part of that has played with this type of effort. They play incredibly hard, and they raise the level of play amongst our upperclassmen. And so we're really excited for what they've brought. It's been a pleasant surprise. We did not expect this. We thought that we would have to rely on our transfers a little bit more, and a couple of our returners, and Keandra Brown and Gabby Hutch. But the freshmen have really brought it, and we're really excited about what they're bringing to the team.
How much of a sense of pride is it that not just they're doing it, but that you're able to identify that as a staff, have those relationships, and build it that way?
Well, I knew the first time I saw Mackenzie Blackford that she was a player that we wanted. Within the first 3 minutes of watching her at a gym where there was very few people, I knew right away that that was someone that we wanted in our program, and she certainly is not disappointed in any way. When we talk about Kelly McConnell, Meg's cousin, a lot of people have doubted her because of her size, and we talk about in our program, low woman wins. No one's going to want to sit down and guard Kelly. She's explosive and fast, and she has a huge chip on her shoulder. To be that fast and have that big of a chip on her shoulder to prove people wrong is really impressive. Nadia Moore, who's originally from Washington, PA, is incredible offensive rebounder, and you'll see that in the game. I actually used the word Rodman the other day in practice because it is very similar to that. She's pretty special at rebounding the ball and defending and playing with the greatest effort every single time she's on the floor. And then, we're about to enter the Fatou Sine time when Fatou becomes able to play. She's coming off an injury, and she's going to be cleared here in the next week. And what we've seen so far is that we have someone who is not just an A4 level athlete, but someone who is you could call a world-class athlete in terms of strength and speed and explosiveness, and we're really excited to see what she does when she's fully cleared.
This is a more curiosity question for you than anything, Dan. In today's climate with the transfer portal being what it is, where's that balance for you between getting that grad transfer that can help now versus maybe getting that freshman incoming that can help a program long-term in building that relationship?
That's a great question. This year, we did not anticipate signing this many high school players, but Fatou and Faith and Nadia and Kelly and Mac were better than what we anticipated us being able to get out of the high school market, so to say. And so, the one I didn't mention is Faith Walker from York, Pennsylvania, who's very much an Amaya Hamilton clone, 6'1", 6'2", very athletic, and can play multiple positions. We didn't expect to have that good of an experience in the high school market. Our philosophy really is we want to sign 1 to 2 high school players, and then we want to get into the transfer market, and we don't want potential from the transfer market. We want production. And so we're always looking for people who produce in the transfer market, who's produced at their previous school and are leaving for whatever reason it may be. And we want to make sure that those reasons are correct and that we can help them as they move forward in the portal. And the portal's been really good to us. When you look at it, we've had a lot of success with the players that have come to us through there, and we haven't missed on very many. We've only missed, out of all the players that we brought in through the portal, we've only not gotten one of those players. So the portal is important, the high school recruiting is important, and we've gone back into with both feet in recruiting the international market, and we'll see that as we go forward in the years to come.
For you, Meg, just in what ways do you feel this team is a better, more prepared team now versus when everything began during the summer?
I think in the summer we were still trying to put the pieces together. We were seeing each other's strengths and weaknesses, how to play with each other. Because this was a completely new group trying to mesh into one. So I think for how far we've come, it's going to be really exciting, and it's going to be a surprise. So stay tuned.
For both of you, I know Paige was giving you a little bit of crap for just the music you guys listen to, but what's that song that's on the mind right now that either describes the team or describes the day, and why?
I might have to think about that one.
Coach RJ and I were overseas, and we heard a couple things that the Serbian national team would warm up to. So we've played that a little bit for Angela. But music-wise,
I'm gonna say, well, before we start every practice, we play the same song first, and it's called Latch. I forget who it's by.
Sam Smith and Disclosure?
It might be, yeah. But that's like our Serenity song right now.
I couldn't tell you any song that is played at any point. I don't.
Dan could hit the high notes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything.